The River Humber, one of the UK's busiest shipping lanes. On this cold and windy January morning, however, the thing that's brought me to the banks of the Humber is its wildlife. Like many estuaries, there are several different habitats here, from grassland to mudflats and reed beds. And this mixture of habitats supports a wide range of wildlife. Egrets are a fairly common sight here, both the great white egret seen here and the more common little egret. A kestrel hovers overhead, looking for prey in the long grass. It's not long before it secures a catch. A male stonechat tries to woo a potential mate with the gift of an interesting-looking feather, whilst a female roe deer scampers across the windswept field. As a grey heron gracefully flits across the field, I notice a fox in the distance, stealthily stalking towards a flock of starlings, although on this occasion perhaps not stealthily enough. As I spend some time observing the fox, I note it has an injured front paw, and wonder how well it will cope throughout this long winter with such an impairment. Although many varied types of wildlife live all year round on the banks of the Humber, the birds that I've really come here to see are winter visitors from the more northerly parts of the country. And as the light begins to fade at the end of my first day here, I catch a fleeting glimpse of one of them. A male hen harrier appears at the far end of a field, but as quickly as he appears, he is gone again. And as the sun begins to set on the banks of the Humber, I catch a fleeting glimpse of a female hen harrier flying along the riverbank. Day 2 of my time here starts out no less windy, but certainly more cloudy. Thankfully, after setting up, the sun begins to breach through the clouds, and soon I see a barn owl fly across the fields. Another owl, which like the harriers spends its winters here, is the short-eared owl. And I was very happy to be able to capture some footage of these beautiful owls hunting the grasslands here. It's such a pleasure to watch them glide effortlessly over the fields, watching and listening for prey. Evident in this footage is the owl's facial disc, a concave area built into its face that acts as a giant ear, allowing it to hear the tiny scuffling sounds of voles in the long grass. As enjoyable as it is to watch the owls hunting, what I'm really hoping to see today are some more harriers. So, when I see a flock of curlew take to the air, clearly spooked by something, my eyes quickly scan the field, hoping for a bit of luck, and barely able to make out what's coming towards me across the field. To my surprise, it's not one, but two hen harriers. Sadly, the hen harrier is the most persecuted of all Britain's birds of prey. This is largely due to its favoured habitat being moorland, a fact which often brings it into conflict with the owners of grouse shooting moors, who see it as a threat to their chicks. However, their main diet consists of small birds called meadow pipits and voles. Adult males have a striking bluey-grey plumage, which gives them the nickname the Ghost of the Moors. Due to their persecution, hen harriers are now extremely rare in England. It is estimated there are less than 50 breeding pairs. And the hope is that with further conservation efforts, these numbers can be boosted. Much like owls, harriers fly close to the ground, watching and listening for prey, before suddenly pouncing to ambush their victim. Hen harriers are the only raptors that have a facial disc, which works in much the same way as those of the owls. As this eventful day on the banks of the Humber draws to a close, I reflect on the great privilege I've had in being able to watch these rare, endangered birds hunt their territory.